Oh, there's poop down by the canister if you wouldn't mind grabbing that poop.
How long will I keep hammering? There's no reason it should catch on fire.
So we're going to go ahead and run those for now. That's a good way to get shocked. Hopefully it's easy. Hey Brian.
Hey Ben, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Looks like you got more treasure.
We do have more treasures today. We're going to do a will it run today.
Right.
Do you know on what?
Tonight. I have an idea. Everything else out here runs.
Actually, I might have tricked you.
Oh, you might have.
Well, what's behind you?
The Imperial.
What's it got in there?
A 440 without a carburetor.
All right, so we're going to do a will it run on the Chrysler 440?
I don't know. I'm guessing it won't run because there's no carburetor.
Oh, she's a little rough. That car's been sitting for a little while. It got dragged around. That's how when we found the move port. And so yeah, we're gonna do a will it run on that car. You believe that, Greg?
I sure do.
No, actually we're not. We're gonna do a will it run on the 471 right behind you.
Oh, that's way better.
Let's get that running today, shall we? Yeah. All right, let's get to it. All right, guys, here's 471. We're gonna get it. We're gonna see if we can't get it running today. Not much to these cars. Should be pretty straightforward. I know it's been sitting for a long time. The engine is not seized. It's severely emulsified, however. And there's actually a pile of crap from the glove compartment, packed pretty tight, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, let's open the hood there, B-Rye. Should be pretty, like I said, pretty easy. Nothing to this car. The only thing we could probably got to worry about is fuel system. So we're gonna probably pop off the
Fans on.
high pressure. I unplugged the fan because when I had a battery on it the one time, which I didn't start it or try to, the fan kept turning on. We'll figure that one out later. Disconnect this not so cracked fuel line, and we'll run the fuel pump to see if anything comes out. The kid we bought it from, I think he already drained the fuel system, but that doesn't mean anything's good in the tank. So hopefully that pump works. If it doesn't, Greg, you brought a pump?
We have a pump.
All right, we'll do some pump swapperoo here. Don't have a lot of time. Oh yeah,
A little
and
cleaning over.
yeah, so right. Yeah, I'm suspecting that if I were a mouse,
It might be worth.
oh, there is some. Hold that up like that. Let me get a then zoom on here. Yeah, there's some crapola in there. So we're gonna take that off before we suck it through. And it's not gonna go in the engine. It's gonna blow into the bottom of the intercooler and get stuck down there. So we don't want that.
No, that's inlet.
Yeah, it'll go through the turbo, out the compressor, into the bottom of the intercooler.
So it's like intercooler stop leak.
Pretty much the intercooler becomes a filter. All right, let's grab a battery. Where are we gonna get a battery from?
It just left.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna use that battery. All right, we gotta find a battery.
I'll get a battery.
All right, I got a 8mm socket, and I just realized that clamp is on an angle. Maybe we can get to it. Yeah, so we're gonna take off this lower hose here, temp 2, and hopefully whatever's in there is not gonna be packed in that turbo. I have a bad feeling though. All right, let's yank this off of here and see how bad it is. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna need a vacuum. We're gonna need a vacuum, buddy.
What's his name?
I don't know, but he's gotta go. Oh no.
Wow.
Uh-oh. That sucks. That is a mouse house. Hopefully it's not too bad. I mean, hopefully that turbo spins. We'll see. We're gonna grab a vacuum in here and suck it out. All right, we got the vacuum. We're gonna give her a suck job, Brian. Oh, don't do that. Come on. Suck that with your bare hand. Gross. Actually, that might have done it. Can't get the same angle of the camera, but
It's not a vacuum.
it actually feels pretty good. All right, yep. All right. Got some poop there. Did you get the poop on the AC bracket?
I did.
Oh, there's poop down by the canister if you wouldn't mind grabbing that poop. Got any more poop over there, Greg? I think there's some poop in the cow.
That way, if we turn the air conditioner on, it'll smell good.
Good news, we don't have an AC compressor.
Where do we go?
And that bolt's half out, so that's been apart. Man, there's just poop everywhere. It's sitting on top of the frame rails. Look at that, down in there, on this side too. That's a lot of poop. It amazes me how those little animals can just walk along and just deposit.
Wait, so you're on a desert island.
Like, yeah, if you had to eat it.
I still think I'd eat the mouse.
But he would. But then you wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, there's always more than one. Hey, ready to start it up?
Yep. I'm gonna throw the battery in it. Greg, check the oil. It's full.
Full and mighty dirty, I might add.
That's 20. It's probably 20 years old. But you see how it's still got a little bit of a light hue to it, where it's not completely black. It's actually not. It's not bad.
Nice way to put a spin on it.
No, seriously.
I know, it's not terrible.
No, just poop. Lots of poop.
Hey, if you were on a desert island.
I'd eat the mouse.
So Brian perfectly installed this battery. Greg says it's a Group 800. I don't think it's that big, but it's too big. You gonna crank? Oh, let's. Oh wait, we gotta yank the fuel.
I was gonna see if we hear the pump.
Oh. Well, let me yank the line and I can feel it. Well, you can go ahead. You can see. All right, Brian's under the car. We got the fuel line disconnected. I disconnected the return line. We're gonna try to energize the pump, but just in case, Bearman's gonna crawl under the tank and beat on it with a hammer in case it's stuck. Will one of my assistants want to walk over and hit the key for old Ben? Who's gonna be? Lovely Greg. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna flip the key on. Yeah, you might have to cycle it, and basically the pump's supposed to. How long is the pump supposed to run, Larry?
3 seconds.
3 seconds. So we'll hear the relay click. Greg, don't bother. The shifter's broken. Okay. All right, go ahead. All right, we heard the relay.
Fire it.
Yep, keep going. Don't. Well, I guess we're cranking it. Not what I meant, but.
You gotta hear fuel purpose.
Yeah, turn the key on and off, Greg.
He's on.
Off and on. We're trying to prime the pump. Off.
It's off.
On. No, no crank.
It's on.
All right, off.
Okay.
Just turn it on. Don't crank it. Do that again every 3 seconds.
I won't have to keep hammering.
All right.
Have voltage.
We didn't check for voltage, Larry. We're checking for noise. So, all right. We got nothing. We want to,
We'll take the fuel lines off
yeah.
and pop that ring off.
All right. Brian's gonna. Is it clean under there? Is it easy to get to?
Yes, easy to get to.
Okay, good.
Can't put an emergency brake cable in the way, but
They do that, and that's fun because that cable's always in the way of the fuel filter on these cars. So we're gonna Greg,
the lines, pop the pump out.
let's pop up the pump. We got a new pump. Greg brought a pump over, I guess, for me. I don't know why he brought the pump, but he brought a pump and throw a pump in it.
Work the car off. I just need the channel locks. The clamps broke off already.
Oh, perfect. What do you want? Channel locks?
Channel locks and then those tools that are on the Pontiac.
I almost threw these over the. There's a Pontiac here? Oh, over here.
Yeah, but they probably
So
did.
tools for replacing a fuel pump on
I
a
never did.
Turbo Dodge is ball peen hammer and 2 flatheads apparently. Yeah, Brian?
Yeah.
My intention was not to have Brian work on this car for free, but I'll take it.
Free?
Yeah, it's free, right?
Paid for this?
Yeah, not getting paid. You got to see me though, so that was good.
I got to lend you the Buick.
I got to make your Buick run. All right, sun's going down, but we gotta get this ring off, which I just did, and we're gonna yank the sending unit out. The pump's gonna come out with the sending unit, and then we'll do a pump swap. All right, we got the pump installed. I got new connectors, new hose. Kind of just sitting in here right now. We still got to seat it better, but we're going to go plug it in and test it, make sure it runs real quick. Come, Brian?
Yep, we're going to test it, see if we hear a noise. And if we do, then we know all we got to do is put this in and put gas in it.
Yeah, we're going to come back when it's probably maybe tomorrow when it's light out. We lost too much light. We started this too
We had
late.
way too many helpers.
Yeah, they sure were helping us
Kill time.
slow down.
We're burning time.
Burning time. All right, there, Brian just plugged in the pump.
There's no reason it should catch on fire.
There's not a big reason other than we are surrounded by a pool of gas.
Maybe they can hear it.
Here we go.
One more click.
Nope, that was it. Nothing?
No.
I'm gonna yank the battery real quick and see if we get any ASD relay going on. The key is on right now.
The harness looks good back here, and the connector looks good.
You hearing anything?
Hang on.
You plugged in?
No, I'm unplugged. I was checking things.
Oh,
I'm plugging in.
you ready?
Yeah, ready. Nothing.
Nothing, huh?
Oh, the tank is ugh.
Don't say that. I don't want to hear about my tank.
The tank is not going. We're not even putting gas in this tank.
We're not gonna send that tank?
Nope. It's full of rust.
Oh man, you don't want to hear that.
Huh?
Now I got to order 2 tanks because the other car needs a tank.
Yeah, this is not worth it.
It's not worth it.
All right. I'll video.
All right, he wants to look inside the tank, so it looks like we got to get a tank anyway.
That's the inside of the tank.
Oh, Brian, it's fine.
It's not fine. That's,
You sure?
I've seen
How long have
fine
you been doing this?
a long time, and I've seen fine, and that is not it.
Oh man,
It's not focusing good on the crud, but it's in there. I think we're.
Day 2 of the
tank
Will It
shop.
Run for the Shelby. Was out of town at a net car race in Pocono, but I'm back now. I had to order some parts while I was gone, and gas tank arrived. Got a new grommet in it already. This is the sending unit we rebuilt, which we just added a pump. I redid the connectors, are perfect, but in the last footage you probably saw that it didn't run. But I never checked for voltage, like Larry was saying in the background. All right, but I had one home this first night, and I was just farting around online, and another club member posted, "Hey, I have a brand new L-body sending unit for sale," and without even really looking at it, I said, "Sold, send it to me," paid top dollar plus shipping, and here it is, it's in. But whoopsie daisy, a little mistake on my part. It's a low pressure unit. It's not a turbo unit. So sucks, but we're just gonna have to swap this pump out. I think this hanger will work with it. If not, that's okay. But this way everything will be brand new in the tank. I do have to change the connectors back to a spade style, and I think this is an EFI pump or a TBI pump. So anyway, we're gonna run this hanger assembly. I'm gonna take the pump off of the old new guy, take him off, stick him on here hopefully, and toss it in the car and see if it runs. I don't know if I'll get it running today, so there might be a third day because I don't have a lot of time. The sun's going down, and I got some Mercedes parts that need welded for my air suspension on my old Mercedes. So all right, so I'm not going to show you assembling all this stuff. I'm just going to get it done, and we'll hook it up. And all right, got the old tank out. It's a match. I've used this Chinese brand before. It's all I got. It's all we got. So it goes into the Shelby car. But funny thing is, it's a good thing I took this one out. Even if it wasn't rusted inside, it is full of holes. It's done. So yeah, that is not a good tank. I think that was like $93 on Rock Auto. So in that one goes, and we should have a good old, what number is this? 471 should be running again in no time. I mean, it's hot out and I am dying, but guys, just give me a minute. I'll be fine. All right, we got the new fuel tank installed. Papa Bear's installing or putting gas.
Fuel.
He's installing fuel. Tank went right in with no problem. And like we mentioned the other day, we never checked for voltage, and there was no voltage to our new pump. And then it turns out there was no fuse. Somebody pulled a fuse. It was literally missing. It wasn't blown. It was just pulled, which is fine. not a big deal. This tank was garbage. I already showed you. It's got holes in it, but the sending unit was garbage, and the fuel pump was no bueno. Because even when I put power to the pump, it didn't run. So I brought it. Is 689. I guess it's the younger brother since it's a higher number. So there's the other one. So I got two of them here, 689 and 471. Brian's installing the fuel, and we should be able to fire. I did not replace these lines yet. These are your 80s Chrysler's reason for burning everything down. So we're gonna go ahead and run those for now. And but I think it'll start right up. What do you think, Brian?
Yep. Once you get fuel to the injectors.
You got to install the fuel at the injectors. All right, Brian's in the car. We're gonna flip the key on. We're gonna listen for the pump to go, and that'll be an indication that it pumps and builds pressure. Yeah. So I got the camera going. Brian, go ahead. Yep, that's one. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, we got pressure. We're ready to crank. I think as long as we get the. Yeah. So there'll still be air in the rail. Yeah, so, but let's send it. It should be good. Oil's already good. We already checked everything. The only thing that's not hooked, what?
Air filter?
There's no air filter. It's the air filter was,
Open.
it's open. It was full of mice. So that inlet on that turbo is pretty funky looking, but we're going to send it. All right, yep, we're ready to go. Go ahead. Yep. Yeah, let me check it right now since you had it. He's flipping the key on and off because every time he turns I know, but when he turns the key off, it turns the key back on. You do that the first couple of times, the pump will run. So, the fuel pump. Oh, we had air. A lot of air. All right, now there's gas. Yeah, so. Oh, yeah. That's it. Oil pressure, please. Got a little bit of a, well, I reckon this will clear up here in a minute. I'm going to let it idle before we give any revs, but we got one noisy, it's not a lifter, it's a lash adjuster. Yeah, I would say that's kind of normal so far for yeah, probably 20 years or so, I think, from the looks of it.
Oh, yeah, the license plate says 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, he probably moved it around for a couple years after that. That's a good way to get shocked. So definitely it's running missing on the cylinder, I think, or whatever valve noise that is. That valve isn't closing right now. You want to yank each plug wire? I do it myself, but I don't want to get shocked. Are we gonna bet? Yeah, hopefully it's easy. Oh, I'm gonna. No. All right, number 3 is dead, but it's sparking. So it could be the injector. So we will wiggle the injector. Oh man, thanks, Brian.
Screwdriver thing?
You want a screwdriver thing? Here you go. Sometimes those connectors are no good.
Yeah, thinking maybe it's varnished shut.
Yeah, or it's stuck shut.
One time we had one that was stuck shut and it wouldn't run.
Yeah.
Can we check another one?
Yeah, just for, I want to.
Just for friends?
Yeah, I already laughed twice at a shock. I gotta get another giggle in. Okay, that one's good. Well, it runs on 2 cylinders. That's cool. All right, so number 3 is no bueno.
This one, right?
Does it have spark though, Brian?
It does.
All right, how do you?
Well, it did. Shocked me.
You might have pulled it out of the cap.
It could be a plug or it could be the. Oh. No, I think it did.
You got brand new ones hanging up on the brand new connectors hanging up on the wall in there. Yeah, I don't have a Noid light. One of the things I never test is injectors. They always just work for me.
One time we just let it sit for a while and it came back to life.
Yeah, once you get the fuel in there, yeah, dissolve the crap or whatever's in there. But yeah, so I'm not worried about the noise. That's nothing. That's nothing. I think it's good. I just gotta get this injector going, and I don't think it does. No. I was gonna bring water with me, and I forgot. Does an engine need coolant?
Yeah.
Does an engine need coolant?
Yeah. It runs. I don't think there's, well, it feels like there's some in there.
Usually I squeeze them and listen for the old slosheroo. I feel like it was empty though, so we should probably shut her down and maybe take a look at that injector or the cylinder. It wouldn't be an Omni if the freaking tachometer didn't work. Alright. Well, I can hear that pump.
Boost and vacuum or?
Where? Oh, here? Oh, there's an AF gauge and a vacuum, just a boost gauge, no vacuum. I don't like those. That's like the Grand National doesn't have a vacuum
Why would
gauge.
you want vacuum?
I want to know what the vacuum is. That's how I know how my fuel economy is good. So yeah,
Good, other than a little bit of a miss.
yeah. I bet you it would sound perfect without that miss. I know that's a stupid statement, but
What's that?
I said I know that's a stupid statement I just made, but really I don't think there's anything else
Pull
wrong.
that plug out and see if it's
Yeah, let's
dry.
yank that plug
It might
out.
be going dry.
There is one in the Harbor Freight the traveling Ram box. Or you just here, right here, buddy.
3.5 inch.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy. That's what we want, right?
You want the big boy? Are they big boys? I don't even remember. Dude, a 1/2 inch drive for a spark plug? You gotta really get them out of there. I told you you don't have to worry about those tools being cold. Look at that. You're the first one to use that tool.
It's hot like you stole it.
I paid for it. I had the receipt.
Okay, good.
All right, let's see if this plug is wet, oily, gassy, dry, bone dry.
So that's good.
Is it hot?
Probably not too hot.
It's
Just
warm.
engine temperature hot.
Engine temperature hot. So they don't look like old plugs. Are those platinums? Those aren't platinums, are they? What are they?
RN.
Oh, the old champions.
Same as
That's
the
what you're going to want to run. All right, so we got an injector problem, Brian.
We don't. You
Brian, you have an injector problem. I'm filming.
Oh, so it's my problem.
This is technology. This is way out of your
Wheelhouse.
you're out of
What do you call
your age is what they say.
Too old for this.
I kind of want to grab a pick and pull the clip here and just check that connector anyway. I wish I had a Noid light. But so these batch fire, so if you're thinking, no, it might be a problem in the connector over here, then 2 wouldn't work. So it fires 2 and 2, right? They're batch fired, right?
Yeah, 2 and that's 2 and 3 are together. 1 and 4. Together.
Yeah, so the firing order is 1, 3, 4, 2, because the 2
But
pistons
if
are.
this one's working, you know that injector's getting a signal.
Yeah.
If we had 2 dense cylinders here, you'd think that was a different problem.
Yeah, so we think the injector's stuck. That sucks. I'm not taking a rail out of this. We're just gonna whack it with a hammer. We're just gonna whack it with a hammer.
Let the new fuel sit on it for a while.
Yeah.
Last time I did this, it didn't run right on one of these cars, and I went to lunch and came back and it ran.
Oh, and by the way, this is ethanol-free fuel. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but
I thought you were going to buy lunch.
what's that? What are you talking about?
You leave it sit, you go to lunch, you come back.
Oh,
it
we can
runs
do that.
fine.
You gonna start it?
No. Well, no, I was listening to the fan.
Oh, did you plug it in? All right. More lunch break? That's fine. I'm hungry. Turbo's doing turbo stuff. No smoke. Oh yeah, I forgot to even check. And it doesn't have a. It's got some other muffler on it. Yeah, I don't know, I'm happy with it. We'll get that cylinder straightened out. Oh, probably don't have any leaks. I'm not gonna look, but it probably isn't leaking because I did a bang up job on the install.
What?
On the install of the fuel lines. Should be good. All right, we'll cut it here and see if we can't get her to run better. Okay, the sun's going down. Still hot. Brian and I took a break. We let that injector soak and we went to the McDonald's. But we came back and, well, of course, you know, that injector didn't free up. Actually, it's right here. So I went shopping in the Car Farm parts warehouse. I just grabbed the first injectors I saw. You know, most of them are 33-pound injectors. I don't think the one I put in there is a 27-pound. I think it did come out of a T2 car, but it's okay. I'll swap it later. What we're just trying to do now is see if cylinder number 3 is gonna fire, by the way. So let's check, make sure we got that plugged in. You know, that wasn't all the way in. So got it installed. Hopefully it won't leak, but let's see if it runs any better. This is really a first start or a first leak, whichever way it goes. I don't know. Let's find out. I guess I could just prime the system real quick and see if anything got wet. And almost fall down, man. Nothing spraying. All right, please, baby, let's run on all 4. Nope. I would say that's a no. Wah, wah. But that's okay. It's something stupid. It's gonna be the connection, or maybe that injector's no good. Maybe it'll free up in a second. Who knows? It was sitting in the bottom of a bin in the parts warehouse, so who knows. But normally what I would do is leave the injectors clipped into the rail, have the rail out, and crank the car and watch the spray patterns and see if they match before I throw it in there. Just, you know, just a quick eyeball. But it's a 2-piece rail, and it's kind of difficult to get this out without taking the regulator off, and the regulator doesn't come right off from there. It's pretty tricky to get out, but I think I could if I did some hose, disconnected some hose, but I didn't feel like doing that. I'm in a hurry, so just to make this video. But in any case, yeah, when we pulled that plug, remember it was dry, so that's why we presume it was the injector. I wasn't firing. But maybe that means nothing. Maybe that plug isn't working. It looked okay though. But anyway, good enough. The car runs. This is a minor issue to me. I bet you $1 million if I drove it on 3 cylinders for a day, it would start running better. Maybe not. But in any case, it's literally the cap or the plug, a valve, which I don't, you know, doesn't sound terrible in the head. Or the injector stuff, and it could be, you know, maybe we should do a pressure check on that cylinder. It could be a hung intake valve. I doubt it. The thing was cranking over pretty evenly when you know, when we weren't getting any fuel before. So during the test, you can hear the compression on each cylinder basically, and it sounded perfect. It sounded like a perfect 2.2. So I don't think anything was stuck open, but who knows? Even if I let it run, maybe it'll free up. But anyway, that's the video. I think that's enough for this will it run. Yes, it will run like the Newport on most of the cylinders. Again, minor issue. It'll clear up, but it is a runner. I have full confidence in it. It's not making any weird noises. Should be good. I would be driving it down the road right now, to be honest with you, but the shifter linkage is garbage. It's gone. The bushings fell out of it. So you can't even get it in gear right now. At least any gear that you chose, it just would go into whatever. So, but that's it. This is a 1987 Shelby GLHS number 471. It is alive. And what did we do to it? I think earlier on in the video or the previous one I commented that, you know, the only problem we're going to have with this car is the fuel system. It's always the fuel system, and it was the fuel system on this car. So it has a new tank, new pump, new hanger, new filter, new lines in the back. So everything in the back is new. Every inch of it's new. Every inch of it. The only thing that's not new is the filler tube. So the rest of it's new. And that's all it really took. The oil was good. It's got a little bit of coolant in it, so I am letting it run for a minute. Anyway, life problems on the farm, I guess. Pretty normal. Yeah, I know the engine's shaking a bit. It's 3 cylinders, but I'm waiting as I'm talking to hear if it changes tone at all. It hasn't yet, but we'll let it run, and that'll be it. Until the next video, this was, I would call it a successful will it run with 1987 GLHS Shelby 2.2 turbo. And we'll see you on the next one. We got a couple other ones coming up. I got a bunch of other videos I haven't even edited. So hopefully I'll get this one out probably before all the other ones that I already shot months ago. I got a boat video that I never finished. I still got that Camaro video from years ago. I got that Jeep video coming. What else? I think we got an M137 to do. We might have another diesel start. I think it's a tow motor or a forklift, like a huge one, like a 12,000 pounder, lifts 12,000 or 20, something like that. Instagrammed some footage of a diesel Bucyrus dragline. That would be really crazy, man. It's got a I think it was a 3-cylinder 371 Detroit diesel in it. I think that would be really cool to get going, but that thing been underwater about 14 times, but that would make a heck of a video, I think. But anyway, hope to bring you some more. Still got some videos on the Daytona to do. That's got a new engine in, and I got 2 more of these to do. So we got some surprises for the other one that I just brought here. I think I showed it in another clip. It was in the back of a trailer. Gonna be do something fun with that one. A little might upset some purists, but maybe not. Who knows? But if you have something in mind, just let us know, and I'll see what we can do for you. Till next time, this is Farmer Ben coming to you live from the car farm. Oh wait, there's more. We let it run for a little while. As suspected, she went ahead and cleared up. So there you go. No longer on 3 cylinders. It's running on all 4. So fixed. See you later.